Do you guys still have the belief that money doesn't grow on trees? Do you? Well, remember, about a month ago, we did an EFT tapping on that. Well, today, we're going to introduce a different technique to really clear that money block out for good. Here we go. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when we post a brand new video. Hey everybody, it is Tom with Vibrational Wealth. I want to come to you today because I know that a lot of you guys did our tapping series, and I know a lot of you did because our subscriber base went way up, and I want to go ahead and follow through on the Money Doesn't Grow on Trees tapping that we did a month ago. Now if you saw, Anya and myself, we actually did 30 days of tapping videos to actually help you guys. If you guys want to make sure that you subscribe to the last 30 days, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right below this video and a notification anytime that we have a new video that we post. So I want to introduce you guys to a technique that we're going to be following through with within this next 30 days or however long that we take to go ahead and do this. But remember that we tapped on the money doesn't grow on trees belief that you guys used to have. Well, there is a different technique that we want to go ahead and add to this tapping technique. And the thing is that after you're done doing the tapping, you're going to go ahead and do this technique that money doesn't grow on trees to help you guys release more money blocks at a deeper spiritual level. So I want to go ahead and share with you guys a story about this doctor that actually cured an entire ward of the criminally insane just by saying 4 phrases to himself. Yeah, and the cool thing, guys, he never talked to anybody. He actually was called up. He lives in Hawaii. He was called up by this head of all the doctors at this insane asylum. Before they called him, they are actually failing at trying to heal these insane patients. Like anytime they walked down the hallways, they would have to walk with their backs against the wall because they didn't want to be grabbed by the crazy patients that they had. They had many doctors go in there, and the doctors would fail at trying to cure these patients. They tried, methods like talking to them, talking about their childhood, and they tried to do these other therapies, and nothing was getting through. So they finally had a report about a doctor who uses a special Hawaiian technique that he would not talk to any of the patients. And in fact, when they asked him to come help them, he actually said to them, he says, okay, I will help you. But the thing is that I am not going to talk to any of your patients at all. I'm going to do my own type of healing method that I do, and I'm going to heal on myself, and then your patients will get the treatment. The boss was like, the chief of staff of all the doctors was like thinking to himself like, okay, you have a great track record of healing people, so you are our last straw, so we're going to go ahead and hire you and come in to help all of our patients. So it's funny, so he goes, okay, so they agreed, and he comes out, and what he does, he actually ends up just getting the files of all the patients. And he sits in his office, and all he does is look through the patient's files each day. And then he's the type of doctor that believes in himself, that everything that he creates, he created it in himself. And so he uses a technique that basically just cleans on that part of him that attracted all of this into his reality. So he uses this technique called oponpono. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but it's an ancient Hawaiian technique of cleaning on the self and the inner child. And if the inner child is clean and returned back to zero, then what ends up happening is that everything just starts to like clear up in your reality all around you. It's really amazing what ends up happening when you're doing this. So he actually ends up starting the process of cleaning on himself. He actually calls his self-identity ho'oponopono. He starts cleaning on himself, cleaning on himself, cleaning on himself, and within like the next month, patients were like starting to react to his treatment on himself. In fact, here's what happened. the doctors would now walk through the hallways where the patients were locked up, and none of the patients were trying to grab on him. A few months go by, and they started being able to actually talk to the patients. And 6 months go by, it's almost like the patients were starting to get released because they were just starting to get better. And then a year goes by and the entire work was closed and all the patients were cured and released. And then they asked the doctor, "Did you talk to any of the patients?" And he's like, "No, I didn't." "What'd you do?" "Cleaned on myself." "Okay, how'd you clean on yourself?" He's like, "Well, I just looked at the files and the case files, and if any like types of things that I attracted into their reality came up, I just cleaned on myself." When they're like, "Well, how'd you clean on yourself?" And he's like, "All I did was if something popped up while I was looking at their pictures, like I looked at them and I had to feel what they were going through within their picture, because everything is energy. And some of the patients I would look at, and this is the doctor saying this, he says sometimes I'd feel anger and rage from just looking at some of the patients. So when I saw that, all I would do was say to myself, because that's everything I created was in myself, all I would do is say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And all of a sudden the patients were getting better and the work was closed. So we're going to go ahead and do this technique called Ho'oponopono, self-identity Ho'oponopono, to the belief of money doesn't grow on trees. Okay? Because we attracted that belief somehow, some way, for some shape or form, so we're going to be doing that. Okay, I'm going to add in the tapping while we do this, just because it's going to be like a good mixture of all how this works, okay? So let's go and start tapping on the side of the hand, because if you guys already saw the video on money doesn't grow on trees, if you actually didn't see it, there's probably a link in the description. Somewhere in there you'll see the tapping on money doesn't grow on trees. I'm not going to go through all that now. You can go on into it on your own time. But for now, let's go and release this belief now using the combination of VFT and Ho'oponopono, okay? So, even though money still doesn't grow on trees, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Even though I used to think money doesn't grow on trees, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Even though sometimes this belief of money doesn't grow on trees keeps popping up, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. All right, let's start tapping on the eyebrows. Money doesn't grow on trees. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Why am I still thinking that belief? I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. For some reason, that belief pops up at times. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And for some reason, I still have this deep inside my spiritual subconscious mind. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I need to finally get to the core of this. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And really, really, really release this for good. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. So I'm going to continue to follow Vibrational Wealth's tapping videos. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And all the different types of modalities that they have. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. To help me release these money blocks out of my subconscious mind. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Out of my superconscious mind. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Out of my body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Healing all of these beliefs. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. That money doesn't grow on trees. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Because we found out in our last video, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, that money does grow on trees. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And now that we know that money does grow on trees, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I'm using this new modality to help me clear it out for good. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I'm going to be so clear right now. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. To finally manifest what I want. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And feel really amazing about that. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Finally clearing out this belief. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. That money doesn't grow on trees. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Clearing it out for good. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And really feeling the feeling. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. That money is so amazing to attract. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I feel really good right now. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And knowing that my belief, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, is now attracting all the money that I desire. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Release. Throw your hands up in the air. Make it so I detach with faith. Make it so I detach with faith. Make it so I detach with faith. And laugh hysterically. Now the reason why we do the part of make it so I detach with faith, because we're detaching and throwing our hands up in the air physically to know that we detach from what we want with faith in knowing that it's coming. So we got to make sure to do that at the end of every single video with you guys to make sure that we really seal this deal with you guys. So with that being said, make sure guys to subscribe, make sure to click the notification bell when our next video comes up. And other than that guys, we're really excited for you guys to really manifest with us. And make sure you guys also become a part of our global Facebook group on many tips and tricks and strategies that are really going to help you manifest wealth daily. So with that being said, this is Tom with Vibrational Wealth signing out. Talk to you guys very soon. God bless everybody. If you thought this video was helpful, be sure to subscribe or follow us, share it with your friends, and hit the like button so we know how to make more videos like this. Also, if you want to join a community of manifestors just like you, we have created a secret society where we share with you daily tips and tricks on how to manifest wealth daily. Click the links below the video to join.